Hi crypto fans, welcome to CCS Cryptocurrency State. My name is Santiago, I'm a web developer and investor. And in today's video we are going to cover Terra Luna project. They are buying BTC and it's exploding right now. We are going to do some technical analysis. I will show you how this buying BTC will impact in the current supply of Bitcoin and how important is that. And we are going to cover all the main news about this Terra buying situation, the upgrade on the TVL, and more partnerships and Defi ecosystem for Terra. Before we begin, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell to get the notifications, and without anything else, let's go into it. Hey guys, well, Terra Luna token has been exponentially growing and created a new all-time high just yesterday, and I'm going to do a quick TA on that. But before that, I want to mention that I did a video about Terra Luna the 4th of March. You can see how was the price action at that moment. We were below this line of resistance on the chart, and in this video I mentioned that I was selling all my Luna tokens. So I want to share with you how was that strategy, because many people messaged me telling me that I was crazy selling at these high levels because Luna was mooning at that moment. So I will share my experience on that trade. And that moment was around this area. You can compare here in the video and you can see that I tell that I was selling at this point. And at that moment you can see the TA here. We were overextended on the RSI. We were completely overextended on the stochastic RSI. We were around the 100 points. And also the money flow index, we were at 90 almost. So these main indicators were already super bullish. And because we already hit 3 times this line of resistance, for me, this was a major sell moment of Luna tokens. You can see in my chart of Luna that I only have these 4 lines from actually February 2021. With these 4 lines and many other indicators, moving average and stuff, I have been trading and accumulating more Luna over the last year. I need to be honest, I didn't bought Luna in October 2020 at 30 cents. That would be amazing. I started to buy in this dip, and from there I have been accumulating this token because I see the progress of this ecosystem, and I think in the big picture of crypto it will be super great. More now that they are buying Bitcoin. So again, at that moment we were almost at $100, and don't take me wrong because this looks like a small dip, but this was actually 20%. Yeah, 20% you can see here. And when we were above here, I told in the video that I was selling all my Luna, not because I didn't believe in the project, because the target that I mentioned for Luna is $500. But because we were completely overextended, and I will buy Luna tokens again at a lower price. And those lower price was here around 84 and here around 74. Actually, we almost touched that price, but you can see how we come back and tested this as support. You can see that this line was resistance, support here, and after this uptrend, we didn't have more momentum. We tried 3 times. So for me, it was obvious that we are going to held support here and here. So I took some buys here and here after I sell everything on the top of this channel, and I increased at 10% all my Luna positions doing those simple and basic trades. If you are super stressful with your technical analysis, please remember you can do this very simple. And yes, many people was telling me that I was crazy selling at this level, but I told them it's not what I think or my emotions are telling me. My emotions are telling me that I should never sell the Luna tokens. It was many indicators and things on the charts that they were telling me that at least we need a correction, and that is exactly what happened. You can see the levels here. So I bought again in these 2 levels, and from there now I am holding. And what do you think? We are holding after that resistance again at this level. I could do the same strategy, but I didn't do that. The indicators and many things that were not at the same level that before. And right now, I don't recommend you to sell again because we are super bullish in many indicators. Also, it's not the daily candles only, but if you check the weekly candles, We just hit major bullishness on many indicators here, and moving average, we are above many moving average importance on the weekly. So for me, the weekly and daily are bullish. Of course, we are hoping that Bitcoin continue the uptrend, because if not, we probably will not continue on this rally and we could go sideways and a little bit down. But again, we are still inside this channel that I have here. So please, I only mentioned this and my comparison with my previous video that I was selling here and buying again here and here, because that is exactly what happened, but also because many people don't believe that technical analysis is a valid tool and something that you need to understand. So I recommend you to everyone that is in the crypto space to start learning about crypto step by step. I am preparing some basic courses and advanced courses for you that I am thinking if I am going to release them free or if I'm going to charge a little bit for them. But during this year, I will put those courses of technical analysis for you. If you want to make money while you're holding your crypto, then I recommend you to use an automation platform. This is Bitsgap.com, where you can trade with bots automatically where you're holding your crypto. I did 2 videos 2 months ago on how to configure Bitsgap and how to configure everything for your bots. So in that video, I explained in almost 30 minutes how to configure each thing of the platform. And with this video, you will be able to start trading with the bot 24 hours. Even if you are sleeping, you will be making money with this. And this works really good also in the downtrend. So right now it's a very good opportunity to use this platform. If you go and register with my affiliate link, you help the channel, but you also get 2 weeks free of this platform with a premium account. The premium account costs $150. So you will have it free for 2 weeks, so you can test it and see how it works. And in terms of the important news for Terra Luna, this is what happened just a couple of hours ago. Terra buys another 2,900 BTC worth of $140 million to build its stablecoin reserves. And this is just part of the master plan that Terra Luna Foundation has. And the goal for them is that the Terra Foundation aims to bring UST Bitcoin reserve to 10 billion. So right now we are around 1 billion and a little more. They are expecting to enter into 3 billion, and the final goal is to go to the 10 billion in BTC. And the Terra blockchain has set the lofty goal of solidifying the status of its core innovation, algorithmic stablecoins. Du Noon, the founder of Terra, has stated that the blockchain is aimed to become the single biggest holder of Bitcoin, even bigger than Satoshi Nakamoto. So with this buying, they are using Bitcoin as collateral to grow and continue growing the ecosystem of the UST stablecoin. And you know that in Anchor protocol, this is one of the best projects that Terra Luna right now is having. You can earn a 19% in a stablecoin yield, which is the UST. And this project is already amassing a $15 billion of the TVL, of the total TVL of Terra, which is $30 billion. Right now, Terra Luna is the second one with the most important TVL after Ethereum. And you can see that in third position, all of them are like half or more below the Terra ecosystem. Of course, most of that, 50%, is an Anchor protocol and is very related to this UST situation with the very big high yields that they have. But that doesn't make it less true that the exponential ecosystem of Terra is growing a lot. And how this impact on the Bitcoin side? Well, according Blockworks, these are the biggest disclosed Bitcoin treasuries. In first position is MicroStrategy, then Tesla, now Terra in third position, Marathon Digital and Square. So these 5 are the biggest open holders of Bitcoin, so that they explicitly are telling that they hold the amount of Bitcoin. Of course, many people don't tell, are not open about their positions, and probably there are people or entities having more Bitcoin than these ones. But if you see these 5, these are the top 5 open holders. And if you zoom the amount of Bitcoin on this news, they are very close to the $250,000. And this is the 1.02% of the max supply of Bitcoin. Like you know, there are only a max supply of 21 million Bitcoins that can be created ever in the existence. And these 5 already have the 1% of that amount. And you need to consider the proportion of what that means. Many people and analysts are saying over time that there are around 4 million BTC lost forever. Another analyst said that amount is 3 million, another 2 million. But if we consider 4 million, then the percentage that these top 5 have is the 1.2% of the max supply of Bitcoin. So just take a moment to think about the proportion of this. Only 5 entities right now own the 1% of the total amount of Bitcoin that could exist, because many of that is not mined yet. So even considering that, this is the 1% of all the existence that could happen with Bitcoin. And there are many other companies that have been including Bitcoin in their balance sheets. We know the states are buying Bitcoin, like Miami and others in that list. We know that countries are accumulating Bitcoin, like El Salvador, for legal tender. And we are aware of many millionaires and billionaires that holds Bitcoin. So really, how much Bitcoin is left? There's not much Bitcoin, guys. I think at some point we are going to see the scarcity and the problem that there are not much Bitcoin to buy. Of course, we could see a couple of years until that happens, but for sure this is right now the most value asset in the world. So just get this information to know the perspective of that. And Terra Ecosystem is not only the UST or Anchor protocol. In this article of Altcoin Buzz, you can see, I will put the link on the description, another 4 very well paid DeFi ecosystems that you can earn very nice APY. In first position, of course, is Anchor. They are the leaders, but you also have Osmosis. This is a really interesting project to take a look, because they have a very good interoperability protocol. Then you have Edge, which is another interesting project. In position 4 is Spectrum, which is Spectrum Finance, and this is a yield optimizer. And in 5th position, you have Astroport. So the conclusion is that Anchor is probably the best known of these methods, as it's the most bank-like app in DeFi. But also Osmosis and Edge are very nice DeFi protocols on the Terra ecosystem to check. So I will put the link on the description if you want to give it a try on those projects. And Starterra announced a partnership with Tornado Cash. And Tornado Cash is an anonymous service provider which aims to provide 100% private transactions across Terra. Tornado smart contracts enable the Terra user to anonymously transfer UST or other tokens by breaking the barriers between transactions. This will make the entire process untraceable. This is the first ever product introduced by Terra that attracts more than 1,000 unique depositors. So with this project, with this partnership, we already will have private transactions of UST on Terra ecosystem, which is a very important milestone. And Terra UST stablecoin now interacts with Bitcoin natively, and here is why. And this is related to another important project. The Terra Luna, the largest smart contracts platform outside Ethereum, is now seamlessly integrated by ThorChain. And I did a video about ThorChain. You can click the link in the description if you want to be aware of ThorChain, which is an amazing project for interoperability on the blockchain. And Rune is the token for ThorChain, and they are doing amazing progress on that. So you can check the link up here to see that video. So right now with UST, you can trade UST BTC natively using ThorChain. And finally, also CX.io announced its listing on Terra. This has been 4 days ago, but also is important because the Luna token is continuously being added on the market's to be able to buy this token. You can see the amount of exchanges that are already holding and are already trading Luna tokens. Well guys, that is all for this video. Please, before we leave, like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell to get the notifications, put your comments below. What do you think about Terra Luna and their ecosystem? Are you still accumulating more Luna tokens? Are you holding them? Do you think it's too expensive and the train already left? Or you still think that you have chances to enter into this project? From my perspective, I think they still have a lot of room to grow, and I see realistically a $500 target at some point in the coming years. So that is all for this video. I see you tomorrow with a new video. Bye.